When Kim Go-eun stepped onto the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival this year, the atmosphere changed instantly. Cameras began flashing, reporters surged forward, and within seconds, her image dominated global headlines. The reason wasn't just her presence, it was what she was wearing. Kim Go-eun, known for her refined and understated elegance, made a dramatic statement with a bold, unconventional outfit that left fashion critics speechless. In a single moment, she redefined red carpet glamour, proving that true confidence doesn't come from following trends but from breaking them. Her appearance at Cannes was part of the premiere of a highly anticipated Korean film, but all eyes were on her. The look, created by a collaboration between Kim Go-eun's longtime stylist and the avant-garde fashion house Mugler, blended sophistication with architectural boldness. The dress was a sculpted masterpiece, a structured bodice with asymmetrical panels, flowing into a sheer silk train that shifted color under the lights, from deep charcoal to iridescent silver. The gown defied convention, merging modern art and high fashion in a way rarely seen on the Cannes red carpet. The material itself appeared liquid, catching flashes of light with every movement, as though it had been crafted to make her appear in constant motion. Fashion critics quickly began dissecting the look. Some called it a visual thesis on duality, strength and fragility coexisting in perfect tension. Others noted how Kim Go-eun's team avoided traditional Hollywood glamour in favor of a silhouette that emphasized individuality. She wasn't wearing a dress designed to flatter in a predictable way, she was wearing a statement meant to provoke reaction. The neckline, slightly abstract and off-center, drew attention to her natural poise. The back of the gown revealed an intricate structure of silk thread embroidery that shimmered subtly, giving dimension without the need for jewels or sequins. Her accessories were minimal, almost daringly so. A pair of geometric diamond ear cuffs and a single platinum ring replaced the usual cascade of luxury jewelry. Her hair was pulled back into a sleek, low bun, deliberately understated to draw full focus to the lines and movement of the gown. Makeup was neutral with one striking detail, a metallic accent across the eyelids, mirroring the gown's reflective texture. The result was an image of futuristic sophistication, a visual language that spoke of confidence, evolution, and artistic intent. Within minutes, social media exploded with commentary. Fashion editors from Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Elle posted live reactions describing the look as architectural minimalism reimagined. Fans flooded Twitter and Instagram with thousands of reposts. Phrases like Cannes Queen and Kim Go-eun redefining luxury trended globally. What made this moment so impactful wasn't just the visual, it was the unexpectedness. Kim Go-eun, who has always maintained a quiet grace both on screen and off, arrived in a look that seemed to symbolize a new chapter in her image, bolder, edgier, yet still grounded in authenticity. Insiders from the Korean fashion industry revealed that the design process for her Cannes appearance had taken over 2 months. Her stylist, Park Ji-eun, shared in an interview that Kim Go-eun had been deeply involved in every creative decision. She didn't just want a beautiful gown, Park explained. She wanted something that expressed transformation, a look that said she's no longer the rising star, but the artist fully in command of her narrative. Early sketches show that the original design went through several revisions to achieve the precise balance between structure and movement. The final result was both powerful and poetic, crafted from eco-conscious silk blends sourced from European ateliers, an intentional nod to sustainability in luxury fashion. Even fashion analysts who are typically conservative in their assessments admitted that Kim Go-eun's look broke unspoken Cannes traditions. The festival has long been associated with hyper-feminine gowns and safe silhouettes. What she presented instead was something closer to performance art, a design that refused to fit a mold. Critics noted how the dress drew on the aesthetic principles of postmodern fashion, asymmetry, texture contrast, and controlled imperfection. It was the kind of risk rarely taken by Asian actresses on such an international stage, where the pressure to conform to Western beauty ideals remains immense. The reaction from international media was immediate and wide-reaching. British Vogue described her as the most compelling figure on the red carpet this year, emphasizing how her gown, rejected predictability in favor of intelligent design. The Hollywood Reporter highlighted her composure, writing that Kim Go-eun didn't just walk the carpet, she transformed it into her own runway. Meanwhile, Marie Claire Korea praised her as a living example of modern Korean elegance meeting global influence. Her appearance also reignited conversation about the global influence of Korean fashion. In recent years, South Korean stars have increasingly become fixtures at international events, but Kim Go-eun's debut felt different. It wasn't simply about representation, it was about leadership. She didn't arrive to follow the trend, she arrived to set one. Fashion insiders began comparing her influence to that of global icons like Cate Blanchett and Tilda Swinton, actresses known for merging art and fashion in bold, uncompromising ways. Behind the scenes, photographers reported that her entrance caused an unplanned delay on the red carpet. As she stepped out of her car, the crowd's reaction drew extra minutes of attention. Every camera turned toward her. Security and event staff allowed her to take her time, a rare privilege typically reserved for the festival's biggest stars. Observers noted that she moved with deliberate pace, neither rushing nor posing excessively, maintaining a sense of control that elevated the drama of the moment. It wasn't a performance. It was presence. What also fascinated audiences was how the bold look aligned with her career trajectory. Kim Go-eun has consistently chosen challenging, diverse roles, from her haunting debut in Amuse to her supernatural romance in Goblin and her emotionally layered performance in Little Women. Each role expanded her range, and each public appearance mirrored that evolution. Her look felt like a visual manifestation of that growth, an actress shedding every trace of caution to embrace artistic fearlessness. Fashion historians may later view this as a pivotal moment in red carpet culture. For years, actresses have faced a delicate balance between beauty expectations and individuality. Kim Go-eun's statement showed that fashion can serve as a form of authorship. It was not about fitting a narrative of glamour, it was about writing her own. In doing so, she joined a small, elite circle of figures who understand fashion as a storytelling medium, not just a spectacle. Even days after the event, online platforms continued to buzz with analysis. YouTube fashion commentators broke down the outfit's construction, color palette, and symbolism in hour-long videos. TikTok creators recreated the look with affordable alternatives. Stylists praised her refusal to over-accessorize, noting how restraint amplified the design's visual impact. One luxury brand director anonymously commented, "It's not just a dress. It's a statement about control, about how the wearer owns the garment, not the other way around." Reports later revealed that the designer personally traveled to Seoul for multiple fittings. Each adjustment was meticulously documented. Kim Go-eun, known for her professionalism, attended every session without delegation. According to sources close to the team, she spent hours practicing her movement in the gown to ensure the fabric would flow correctly under camera flashes. She treated it like preparing for a scene, a stylist assistant said. Every turn, every glance, was deliberate. She rehearsed elegance with the precision of an actress studying a role. This attention to detail paid off. The dress looked alive under the festival's lighting, reflecting shades of gray, violet, and metallic blue as she walked. It was a calculated interplay between material science and cinematic vision. Photographers later said the gown was one of the hardest to capture accurately because it transformed under every flash. That challenge, ironically, became part of its allure, a look impossible to replicate exactly in photos, designed to be experienced in motion. Fashion industry professionals are already calling this one of the most significant red carpet moments of the decade. The combination of bold concept, technical execution, and the gravitas of Kim Go-eun's presence created something rare, a look that transcended trend cycles. In an industry where visual statements often vanish in days, her appearance continues to be studied, discussed, and referenced weeks later. The event also marked a turning point in her international reputation. Western fashion houses have begun reaching out to her team for ambassadorship discussions, recognizing her potential to bridge Eastern aesthetics with global luxury branding. Insiders claim that negotiations with several top-tier brands are already underway, with one designer describing her as the future face of intelligent fashion. For Kim Go-eun, however, this wasn't about shock value. Those close to her say that she views fashion as an extension of her craft, another form of storytelling. She approaches each appearance the same way she approaches a film role, with narrative intention. The Kim look, in that sense, was less about breaking rules and more about expressing identity, a declaration that she has matured into a global artist who moves with purpose. By the end of the festival, she had cemented her place as one of the event's defining figures. Major outlets ranked her among the top 5 best-dressed celebrities of Cannes, not just for aesthetics, but for innovation. More importantly, she managed to do what few achieve on such a crowded stage. She made people see fashion differently. She showed that elegance can be intelligent, daring, and meaningful all at once. In the weeks that followed, her influence continued to ripple. Designers began referencing the Kim Go-eun effect, a newfound interest in sculptural tailoring, muted metallics, and minimal accessorizing. Fashion schools in Seoul cited her appearance as an example of cultural narrative through design. Even veteran stylists acknowledged that her red carpet moment might have shifted the global perception of Korean fashion from emerging trend to established authority. Looking back, Kim Go-eun's bold look at Cannes wasn't just a dress, it was a statement of artistic confidence. It challenged expectations, inspired imitation, and commanded respect. It proved that risk, when backed by vision and authenticity, can redefine an entire conversation. And long after the flashes faded and the carpet was cleared, her image remained, not as just another celebrity appearance, but as a moment in fashion history that reminded the world why Kim Go-eun continues to stand apart, fearless, deliberate, and completely unforgettable.